Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so it's me, and I'm back again to give you some more pointers on things y'all can do right off the bat to either make your magic stronger if you've already been doing this for a while, or to get you on the road, to get you that ball rolling if you just started. You know, everybody nowadays, they say they want to anything about health. They want that magic pill, the magic pill. Oh, this is gonna make you lose all the weight. This is gonna make your hair grow back. You know, this is gonna make you, like 5 inches taller. They want the magic pill for everything, right? Now, the crazy thing is that when it comes to magic, when it comes to telekinesis, when we're talking about natural magic, what I call natural magic, like all of the nieces, like telekinesis, biokinesis, pyrokinesis, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Or any type of regular magic that you can do straight from your brain. So if you can create a spell and activate it with just your imagination, no need for any type of pageantry, this is going to help a lot with that. And it's also going to help you with the rituals and all of that kind of stuff as well, right? So I've been talking about this for a while. I already told you about all of the probiotics, the enzymes, giving your body time to rest, letting yourself store this energy, all of that kind of stuff. And I think it's about time that I tell you about 2 types of meditation that are going to help you a lot. First of all, standing meditation. Standing meditation, I'm going to see if I can prop myself up over here so I can just show you. It's very, very simple. Alright, guys? So all you're going to want to do... Now, doing it is simple. Holding it is going to be another problem. All you're going to want to do is open your hands like that, as far as you can. I'm talking the farther you can, the better. And you're going to want to point them upwards. Alright? So you're going to flip them up so you're going up in the sky. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to have your arm like this. You're going to put your here. So it's going this way, down. And you're going to, don't keep this up. Keep your shoulders down. What happens is, when you're like this with both hands above your head, up here, if your shoulders are down, ki is coming down your hand here and then going down. If your shoulders are up and tight, the ki is going to stagnate in your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is that this is a movement that's been done by Taoists for a long time, perhaps Buddhists and other Asian philosophy, religions, and that type of stuff from the area. But so what I'm trying to now, let me keep going with the instructions on this, because that's not it. You can do this sitting down, but I have no experience on how well does it work. This is something that I've always done standing up. You stand up. The best way to do this is you have to face the north. Let me see. If you're in the south of the equator, if you're south of the equator, do it facing true north. I think this might be the opposite way. Okay. You might want to do a little bit of research, because for some reason I'm forgetting at the moment. I know that if you're in the south of the equator, you're going to want to point to the true south. And if you're in the north of the equator, you're going to want to point to the true north. So remember, whatever your compass says north is, you're going to want, like, let's say if north is exactly this way, you're going to want to tilt your body a little bit to the side. Alright? Then you're going to be true north. Right? So now what happens is, when your body is pointing true north, you have a magnetic field around you. It comes up out of your, from the top of your head. Hold up. Alright? It comes up the top of your head like this, and goes around. So it goes like this. It's like 2 circles, where the bottom, your south pole is your gooch. You know, that space right between your butthole and your balls if you're a dude, and your cooch if you're a lady. My bad for not having better ways to say that. But that's just where it's at. That's where it is. So what happens is this. This is your North Pole, your South Pole, and your North Pole is your crown chakra, right? So this is gonna go up, down, and it keeps going like this. The Earth has the same thing. Earth has the same exact thing. If you're in the north and you're pointing true north, you and the Earth are aligned. So now you're getting this Earth energy. Both of you are the energy is going in at the same level. Now you don't have to point there. So for whatever reason you can't tell which way is north, just do it anyways, and you'll gain energy. But doing it like that, you're gonna gain more energy. This is what you do. You plant your feet so that your feet, your knees and your hips are aligned. You're comfortable. Make sure you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable right off the bat, fix yourself. Make sure that you're comfortable before you really start. Because once you start doing this, you can't move your feet. Now, it's not like sitting meditation where you have to concentrate up here. You can think whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But you have to hold your hands above your head, this pointing up, with your shoulders down so the ki goes down, and everything aligned. All right. And a good way to know how you're aligned, you can research Wing Chun. Wing Chun is the fighting move, the fighting kung fu thing like that Ip Man does. If you've seen the movie Ip Man, Wing Chun is this fighting move, and it's going to be very simple for you to understand what I'm talking about when you look at that. When you look at the way they stand, with your hips are a little kind of sunken down, so that your back, everything is aligned. Your head, your chin is a little bit down, so everything is aligned, and you're like this. Now what's going to happen is this energy is going to pour down over you, and it's going to go down to your feet. Now this is the hard part. For the true effect of this, you're going to have to hold this position for a while. If you can hold this position for 3 hours, you're going to get a significant boost in your energy. I'm talking, you can do sitting down meditation for 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes a day for a month. And 3 hours doing this, you're getting all that energy at once. Personally, I think you should be meditating way longer than 20 minutes. But some people just don't got the time. They meditate for 10, 20 minutes and that's it. The longer you meditate, the better. The more energy you're building, the calmer your mind is getting, the less chatter that's up here, the more aligned your subconscious and your conscious self is. And when your subconscious and your conscious self is aligned, when your heart and your brain is aligned, when everything is aligned and you're not split, you're not questioning things, you're thinking one thing. From like right here, what you're speaking, you're thinking that one thing, and at the deepest level, you're thinking the same thing. This is going to do wonders for any type of magic you do, any type of telekinesis, anything at all spiritual. Even if you don't do any magic at all, all you're doing is like you're just doing yoga, and you just want to, maybe you want to open your third eye, maybe you want to do something like that, or maybe you don't even want to do that. Maybe you just want to be serene. You just want to get to that level where you're just so calm and relaxed and you find your bliss. This is going to help you with this, right? You're going to stand there, you're going to wait your 3 hours and tell yourself if you think you can't do it, do something beforehand to convince yourself that you can. Now, if you do it for 1 hour, that's better than nothing. So go for it. All right? But less than 1 hour, honestly, you can, but it's not worth it. How are you going to know if this is working? By half an hour in, the bottom of your feet are going to feel like they're on fire. I'm talking on fire. And you're just going to stick with it. You're going to stick with it. At an hour in, it's going to feel the same. At 2 hours in, once you get to 2 to 3 hours in, I've done this for, I think the longest time I've ever made it was 7 hours straight. And by the time I got to about 5 hours, it felt like my toes were going to fall off. That's how crazy it felt. But there's a way to relieve that pain. If your foot is like this, and let's say this is your ankle, all you got to do is you're on this ball of your feet, just raise the back of your thing. Don't move. Don't move too much. If this is your foot and you move to the side like this, you ruin it. The chi pours out. You want to stay in this one position. It's like you're a tree and the roots are sunken into the floor. You're staying in this one position, and all you're doing is pretty much lifting the back a little bit, you know? If this is the floor and this is the thing, you just lift a little bit like that and you go back down. You lift a little bit like that, lift a little bit, and you're gonna feel the heat go off. The heat is gonna pour off, but you're still in the same area, so it's okay. And you don't bring down your hands. If your hands are hurting and you have to bring them down, just don't move your feet and you can continue. Bring your hands down, do a little bit of like Tai Chi movements, you know, like some Qigong, which I'm going to teach a little bit more about Qigong later. Qigong is one of the best ways to collect Qi. The more Qi you have, the more energy you have to pour into anything that you're doing. Regular life stuff, your mundane stuff, all the way up to serious sigil magic, what's it called, blood magic. We're talking talismans. You can charge talismans with ridiculous amounts of energy. You would have not even thought you can do that. You can charge up a servitor with extreme amounts of power, attach it to a talisman, so on and so on. It's going to give you a lot of energy to work with. Now, if you do this, you spend your 3 hours, your feet are going to feel like they're on fire, but it's okay because it's worth it. You just collected a ridiculous amount of energy. Like weeks worth of work done in 3 hours straight. Now you're going to want to sit down and meditate for at least 15 minutes and give it time for this energy to sink into your Dantian. Your Dantian is what the Hindus would call your chakra for will, your will chakra. So let's say this would be your third chakra, the chakra right beneath your heart chakra. You got me? All right, so that's where you want to sink all of this stuff into. Actually, this is a little bit more above. It's the chakra right beneath that. So your first chakra, the red chakra, the chakra right above that, I believe it's your Dantian would be somewhere between that and the next one. So your second and third chakras is somewhere between there is your Dantian. For Taoism, we only have 3. All right, there's the Dantian, there's the heart, then you got your third eye. Right, there's only this 3, and then your crown. That's something separate. That's you don't even need. You can choose one. You can do this, or you can skip your third eye and go straight to your crown. It really depends on what you're trying to do. Now, there is another one for the Chinese version, which if you was thinking chakras, it would be the 8th chakra. Your 8th chakra is in the back of your neck. It's the same exact spot that your throat chakra is, but in the back of your neck. So this is another level. You can go up and then back down this way. Or if you're doing, let's keep this simple right now. I'll explain more stuff later. But the point is that make sure you meditate after you do this, so that you sink all of that energy that you just collected into your body, into this container. Pretty much the Dantian is a container that holds all of this energy, and you want to make sure that you're keeping it. So after you're done and you've meditated for a little bit, and now you're moving around, you've regained feeling in your feet and you're feeling good, you're going to feel very excited. Make sure you keep calm and you don't waste this energy, because the energy is still buzzing. It's still buzzing around. Your cells are still tingling. So you're going to want to jump around and be all active, and you're going to start dumping this energy back out very quickly. You're going to want to give it the rest of the day of being cool, calm, and collective, being real serene, so that all this energy sinks into your body and you get 3 weeks of work done in 3 hours, and you keep all that energy and you pour it into something that matters.